Hey there, hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I am Garrett, and in today's video, I absolutely had to showcase this incredibly designed kitchen, courtesy of my friends at Toll Brothers. For more information on the home, if you're interested, check the description box down below. But this design is spectacular, and you have to see these details. Starting with this gorgeous extension on the island here, look at how fantastic this is. It's in the same countertop material. This is a leatherized quartzite with an extra thick edge on it. Look at how spectacular that is. And it's at normal dining height. So these are just standard dining chairs. This is great for entertaining, and it's a perfect way to overcome when you have a large space like this. Instead of just doubling the width of the island, we actually have provided additional seating. We would not be able to fit 6 dining chairs at an island this length. We'd have to double it. And this is a spectacular idea. Now, the kitchen itself, the cabinetry, you have to see these details. First of all, we have all of the built-in appliances. Look at how good they look. Clean, stainless steel, love the built-in features, but it's really the tone of this wood that I think is the gem of this kitchen, right? It just looks so spectacular because this is a warm tone. It's not yellow, it's not red. It feels very neutral, and so it works with a lot of other wood tones. The black hardware on it is great. Black is a trend for hardware, but in this kitchen, because of the warmth of the cabinetry, it doesn't have that high contrast. There's lots of other black reference points in this house that you will see, and I think it works beautifully. We have full overlay cabinets that are spectacular, and of course, you know, it's 2025. We gotta have the soft closed doors. It's just the standard that needs to be met. The countertops, once again, they continue throughout here. So even though we have this little area here, it's beautiful. This could be a perfect coffee bar, but you're gonna see later that we don't necessarily need it. I love a built-in refrigerator. This is just spectacular, oversized. You don't get height like this unless you go built in. And that is really accentuating the heights of the ceiling in this space. It's something you should really be thinking about when you're doing your kitchen. I also love the height of the cabinetry, how far it extends upwards. And because we have tall ceilings here, there are also soffits above that are kind of filling in that gap, so we don't have to extend the cabinetry all the way, which I think is wonderful. This kitchen does feel very modern, but some of the classic details that are making it feel timeless are some of the things like the shaker style doors and this paneling trim detail on the island. I love the way that this is inset here because it just looks great. It's a classic detail, but you can see we have the extra thick edge here, and there's no top rail, so it's kind of got a modern take on something very traditional. Also, we love a two-tone kitchen, and bringing in the white here on the island, a great genius idea. We're pulling from the lighter tones in the stone tops for the white here, and I always say match your white tones, so this is a little bit of a creamier, warmer white that's featured in the countertop material, and that's a great idea to remember. You've got to see what's happening behind me though, because this is epic. This detail right here is why I said you have to see this space. Look at this. There's so much to go into here. First of all, once again, the gorgeous countertops, slab backsplash all the way up, perfectly clean, but it's this floating shelf in front of the window detail that really has got my mind boggled. Okay, this is just gorgeous. Recessed LED lighting underneath, and you can see the outlets are just here on the backsplash. A lot of people will tell you this looks messy or it doesn't look great. It looks beautiful here because we have enough reference points to make it work. They're high-end, they're clean, they're sleek, they look great. But this right here, I'm sorry, I've never seen anybody do this before. The floating shelves in front of the window, and then the sill of the window, all of the trim is in the same cabinetry material, the same stained color as all of the cabinetry on this wall. It just looks amazing. This is incredible. And this is a really great way to bring additional natural lighting into your space without compromising on having storage. Well, yes, these are open shelves. You're getting great storage here that we otherwise would not have because of the placement of the window, or we'd have to bring cabinetry all the way up to the edge of it and lose a lot of the light. This is so genius to me. It may not be for everybody, but it's a detail that represents innovation in design, and it makes me so excited. Also, take note of the contrasting tile above. This is beautiful, this kind of pencil tile detail here. I just love it. And it's not staggered or stacked. It's just a clean and simple layout all the way up to the ceiling. It's a beautiful detail, and the warmth of this tile is featured in the countertop material. That's something you're always looking for. Even if you don't do a slab backsplash, you want to pull that color from the countertop to get that continuation. Also, just the accessorizing here. Look at how great these little plates are here. They have that slight green taupey tone to them that's all over these countertops. This is great. And this is not, you know, your average white countertop countertop, okay? It's not basic, it's not simple, it's timeless, it's classic, and it's got great warmth to it that this kitchen is really showcasing here. There's another detail here that's really fine. You may not see it on camera, we'll get a close-up of it, but this countertop does not extend the normal 1.25 inches out past the front of the cabinet. Honestly, this is probably a 1/2 inch, and it represents new modern design. It almost has a furniture-like feel to it, because with furniture, you see the hardware projects out a little bit further than you would see in a typical kitchen, but here it's a little closer, and I think that's amazing. The hardware does stick out like you would see on a piece of furniture, and it's a great detail to think about. Once again, we have great cabinetry in this kitchen. Cabinets either side of the vent hood are wonderful because, like, you know, open shelves are great, but we need a lot of storage here. So these cabinets are great for it. They extend up not all the way to the ceiling because there's this incredible ceiling detail that extends into the living room, which we will talk about in another video, so make sure you're subscribed for that. This vent hood is spectacular. I'm always telling my design clients to take it up further, you know, have it a little elevated. I don't want to be leaning into it. So put it on the wall a little bit higher than you would typically see. And this is a great detail. Speaking of which, if you're working on a kitchen, you're doing a renovation to your home, or you're just looking for some ideas, be sure you consult with a designer like me. You can book a consultation with me going to the link in the description box down below or going to intro.co/GarrettLeChic. Let's talk about this backsplash here because I love a slab of stone. What can I say? As a designer, we just love gorgeous stone, and this is so great. The leatherized finish on this is really wonderful because it's not polished and shiny, but it's not perfectly matte either. It's gonna hide a lot of wear and tear that might happen in a kitchen, but this finish is really great. We have a seam right here and a seam right here, but because of the movement in the lines of the stone, you barely see them, and that is spectacular. This is something you also don't see a lot. The oversized oven, it's got additional ovens here as well as on the wall. It's nice to have drawers underneath, but when you have enough space, you add as many drawers as possible into a kitchen, and we've got plenty here that you could put pots and pans in, so having additional oven space is really wonderful. Plus, it's just a great feature to have. I love the metallic finish to bring into a kitchen like stainless steel has. Same thing goes for the vent hood. Also, this vent hood is wonderful because there's no sharp lines on it. These are all really soft and smooth. That's something you don't see a lot, and I think is making a big deal in this kitchen. It's a small detail, but those make the difference. Okay, this ceiling detail is a gem you absolutely have to see. This is giving what I need to see, and this is next level design in my opinion. I want you to take note of the fact that there is upper lighting on the cabinets here in the center where the vent hood is. They're glowing up onto this detail, and it draws attention there. It is really so beautiful. This extends all the way up. There's a 2-story living room beyond that you will see in another video, so be sure you're subscribed for that. But have a look at these light fixtures here. This is a statement. This is a moment you have absolutely got to see. I love the shape and feel of these. The fact that this is a dome means that they're not going to collect dust inside of them. They're going to be easier to clean, and they look beautiful. I love that there's 3 of them at different heights because it creates a smooth transition, right? The lowest one feels natural to have over a dining area like we have here, but then the upper one feels more natural to have in a kitchen. It feels a little more integrated into the ceiling, and it's a really wonderful detail to consider, the transition between the 3 of them. Plus, in a larger space like this, sometimes you need more than one light fixture. You have to go with something really big, but you can also go with multiple of them. It's also worth taking a look at how great the black hardware looks on this faucet. Because we have so much other black detail happening throughout the space, a lot of the window trim is black. We have black metal features in the furniture and decor in the rest of the house. The black faucet works so beautifully, and we love a magnetic feature. I love the spring. Also, you don't see them often that have this kind of square shape to them, which looks really beautiful. It's a modern detail, but in a way that just feels great and traditional. Also, it feels very timeless. We've got a stainless steel sink. I don't often recommend a stainless steel sink because it doesn't work in every space, but in this house, it really does. It looks spectacular. A nice clean surface here. This is for the dishwasher vent, but there's not a lot of busy stuff happening here where we've got buttons and other faucets and soap dispensers and all of the things. It just looks really clean, and that's what you've got to do on an island to make it really work beautifully. Plus, you don't want to drill a bunch of extra holes and stone this gorgeous. Like I said before, the island is white. We've got the stainless steel dishwasher, keeping it classic and clean. Hey there, surprise! If you made it this far in the video, now's your opportunity to hit the subscribe button and join us in our design-loving community. If you want to see more home tours like this or some great tips on how to decorate your own, be sure you join us and become a part of our LeChic family. If you've made it this far in the video and you're enjoying what you're seeing, be sure you sound off in the comment section down below. Share with me what your favorite detail about this kitchen is, and I would greatly appreciate if you took the moment and gave this video a like. Let's talk about some of the secret little details this kitchen has. I think you need to see that make a world of difference in a home for the convenience and the usability. Let's talk about it. Come over here with me. This floating shelf here extends all the way over to here where we have this little desk utility space. The built-in shelves here are perfect. This is a great little homework area. You're in the kitchen cooking dinner, the kid can be over here doing the homework, okay? I love that. Or it's just a convenient little area to write a note, to keep your cookbooks, recipes, that sort of storage. It's wonderful. I love the reference back to the green that this house has. All of these little green features, even though this is not the same green as the countertop, okay? This is a really soft green. This is kind of an emerald green. It's that reference point. It's that tie back. And when we use multiple tones of the same color, it creates elevated design. It's just a smooth transition between the two. Like this plant is not the same color. This fake plant is not the same color as the countertop, but the chair isn't either. Those plates there, they are. And it's all of that mix that makes it feel natural and makes it feel elevated, which I think is spectacular. We have another window here, once again trimmed out in the same detail, that wood detail, as the cabinetry. It's just bringing me so much joy. This looks beautiful. We're letting a ton of light in, which is great. Now behind me is the gem. Come over here around this corner because we've got a secret pantry, but look at how big this is. Look at how great this is. It's sparking joy. Let's just say that. We've got a different type of cabinetry here. It's lighter, it's brighter. In a space like this where we don't have natural light, we don't have any windows, it's nice to go a little bit lighter, but the butcher block countertop, this is great, and you don't see this a lot anymore. It's bringing so much warmth in, and this is something that, you know, hey, maybe it's not DIY'd here, but you could potentially do this in your home. It's beautiful, it really is, and I love that this is a really creamy, warm tone on this cabinetry here, and it's kind of bouncing off of the yellow tones in this butcher block. It's great. This is wonderful. Look at the curve detail here. These are the details that make the difference, okay? This stands out to me. This is like, it's giving what needs to be given. The curve here all the way down. It's clean, it's sleek. We're getting a little bit of extra space, but it feels natural to be in the corner here. Like I said, there's a great coffee bar out there. This would be the coffee bar in my house. Okay, trust and believe. I love the shelves. They extend not all the way to the ceiling, but they go very high. We might need a ladder to get to them, but there's a lot of storage space here. This is like a china closet almost. I love that. Ooh, I love that. You know, you could do the pantry down below. We've got racks here, great for storing produce or any of that sort of thing. We've got a ton of drawers, which are just wonderful, but the height is giving what needs to be given. The LED lighting integrated into the shelves, 10 out of 10. My china collection would look fantastic in here. Gotta check this out because it's substantial, it's chunky, it's great. You will never regret doing oversized trim, and it looks so spectacular. Flooring is where my interest is peaked right now. The cabinetry color works nicely with other wood tones like we have here on the floor. It's a white oak look with a white wash on it, so it's light and bright, bouncing a lot of light around this gorgeous home that has a lot of light in it now that it may not have had otherwise. I also love the tie back to the white cabinetry on the island. It's not often you see a wood tone that references back to a paint color and an additional wood tone, so it works out beautifully here. This is an engineered flooring, like I said, in a white oak that looks really beautiful. A lot of people are against having a wood floor in a kitchen, but I absolutely disagree because I love the continuation and that smooth feeling from room to room. We don't have a harsh line where we switch to tile or something living in an open concept space, in my opinion, this is way better. And it's all about how you live with it and maintain it and take care of it, whether or not you'll have any sort of issue. But if something majorly goes wrong, you're gonna have an issue no matter the flooring. So I think this looks spectacular in this kitchen. All of the details here are giving exactly what needs to be given to create something that truly is spectacular. So like I said, if you're interested in this home or one like it, check the description box down below. You can also click on this video right over here, which may or may not be a continuation of the tour of this incredible home, or you can click on this gorgeous photo of me to subscribe.